Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nancy Drew Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon.
Hello?
Hey, it's Frank. I'm in the kitchen of the diner playing short order cook.
Has that grandchild of Jake's engineer showed up yet?
Just came in with this lady who's even older than he is. And get this, he's a retired miner, so every time I finish an order and ring the pickup bell, he thinks it's the mine shaft elevator bell. And for some reason it makes him start telling his lady friend about his grandfather.
You mean you ring the bell and he starts talking about James Thurston?
Exactly. Of course, 5 seconds later, he's rambling on about something totally unrelated, but I just fill an order, ring the bell, and ding, he picks up right where he left off. That is, unless I fill the order wrong and the waitress chews me out. She's got a voice like a chainsaw. Very distracting.
Sounds like you better keep your ears open and your nose to the grindstone.
I am. Just wanted to keep you posted.
Well, good luck.
Thanks. Talk to you soon.
So I think we're Frank Hardy right now. I was going to say we had stuff to do in the train, but I guess we're going to do a little cooking minigame first, which is fine with me. Volcano burger. Onions, jalapenos, hot mustard, bacon, and cheese. Onions. Jalapenos. Are these the jalapenos? I think so. Or are those pickles? No, those look like pickles to me. No, put those back. Are these no, that's avocado. Where's jalapenos? Oh, are these jalapenos? Yeah. Hot mustard, bacon, and cheese. Bacon. Where's bacon? Is this bacon? Yes. Cheese. That sounds like a pretty good burger to me. So I guess I just, ding the bell.
So do you know what you want to order yet, Edna?
I'm still looking.
Did I tell you that my granddaddy was the engineer on a private train owned by one of the richest men that ever passed through Copper Gorge? Jake Hurley was his name. Yes, sir, my granddaddy was Jake's private engineer for more than 25 years. Told my daddy that men don't come any crazier than Jake Hurley, or any nicer. Treated my granddaddy real well, and told him stuff. Real important stuff. Stuff he made my granddaddy swear to never ever forget. Stuff that my granddaddy told my daddy, and that my daddy told me. Why don't you get the egg salad, Edna? Eggs are back to being good for you, you know. Seems like just last year all those scientific types were saying your arteries would clog up if you so much as looked at an egg. But nowadays, well, all of a sudden eggs are chock full of vitamins and proteins, and eating them's not only okay, it's what they recommend. They should either make up their minds or keep their mouths shut. Make eating more pleasant, that's for sure. Yes, sir, Jake Hurley told my granddaddy things he never told another living soul. Not even his wife. I tell you about her, Edna?
I don't think so.
Camille was her name. Camille Boulet. That's French, you know. Of course, she died so young that poor Jake didn't have time to tell her anything. According to my granddaddy, one summer day she had a dizzy spell and fell and hit her head. She didn't take well to the heat, see? And sometimes in the summer, when they were going through the desert, why, that train'd be just like an oven. Anyway, Granddad said she got right up afterwards and seemed okay. But a couple hours later, Jake found her in her room, dead as a doornail. Now there's another expression that kinda makes you wonder. Dead as a doornail. How can something be dead if it was never alive to begin with? And why a doornail? Why not something else that begins with a D? Like dish rag or dust mop. Dead as a dust mop. That's kinda got a ring to it, don't you think?
It sounds like Camille died of a cerebral hemorrhage. She hit her head and it was bleeding inside, and she died a couple hours later, probably.
The way my granddaddy died, that was kind of strange, too. I ever tell you how my granddaddy died?
No, I don't think you did.
My daddy, he came home from school one day to find a railroad official telling his mom that Granddad been found dead in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada. He was in the engine of Jake Hurley's train, just kind of slumped over with his hands still on the throttle. The strange thing is, nobody else was on board the train, yet the door to the engine was locked and barred. It was like Granddad was trying to keep someone out, like he was running from something, like something finally scared him so bad his heart just stopped. Of Of course, he was in his 60s at the time, and back then that was old. Doesn't seem so old now, does it, Edna? Here I am, pushing 93 and still spry as a spring chicken. Spring chicken! Now where do you suppose that expression came from? Why not spring goose or summer chicken? Ah, life's just one puzzlement after another, isn't it, Edna? I ever tell you about the mine my granddaddy said Jake Hurley'd found?
He found a mine?
A couple years before he died, Granddad told my daddy that Jake found a vein in the mountains somewhere and was mining it all by himself, so no one would steal it out from under him. He wouldn't even tell Granddad where the mine was. What he'd do is have Granddad drive the train real slow so he could jump off without Granddad seeing him. Then Granddad would pick him up at a prearranged spot a few days later. Oh, they didn't call him Crazy Jake Hurley for nothing. Speaking of crazy, you see how much Abner's charging for a haircut at that shop of his now? $20! But what's even crazier is people are actually paying him that. I told him the only way I'd pay him $20 would be if I came in with hair down to my knees. He just laughed and said I was a crazy one. $20 for a haircut? What is this world coming to?
They should not have given me the freedom to make whatever sandwich I wanted. Oh, this poor person.
But the craziest thing Jake Hurley ever did was tell Granddad the secret to finding his mine. He made him swear to tell it to my daddy and nobody else. Eventually, my daddy, he told me, and it was so bizarre that I remember it to this day, though I sure don't understand how it'd help anybody find his mine. But since my daddy didn't tell me not to tell anybody, this is what Crazy Jake Hurley told Granddad, word for word. The eye of the tiger is fixed on a star. Zircon lies in fingers that scar. Amethyst floats in a hand from the deep. Citrine is what the foul mouth shall keep. Tourmaline by a soft arm is ensnared. Peridot rests at the foot of the mare.
The eye of the tiger is fixed on a star. Zircon lies in fingers that scar. Amethyst floats in a hand from the deep. Citrine is what the foul mouth shall keep. Tourmaline by a soft arm is ensnared. Peridot rests at the foot of the mare?
Frank, are you sure that's what he said?
I'm positive.
I understand that completely. That tells us which gemstone goes where in that machine.
Are you sure that's all he said?
Look, this guy was old, okay? I mean, we're talking Jurassic. And guys that old don't joke around. They don't have time to. What you just heard is what I heard, word for word.
Got anything else?
I almost forgot. You gotta check this out.
It's just an old letter, Frank.
You bet it's an old letter. From Samuel Clemens.
Oh my gosh, where'd you get this?
I found it in the caboose.
Apparently he and Jake were pen pals.
Wish I had a famous writer for a pen pal.
I don't know who Samuel Clemens is. I'm sorry. I'm uncultured, apparently. Okay, let me see. The lively saloon where you and I first became acquainted. Now, it bears repeating that my... Levy? Is wonderful company, but Carson City seemed like a different city this time. Its streets were clean, its city men polite, and it's our boringly gunsmoke free. Ah well, I need to stay put for a while anyway. What to name the hero of my next book continues to befuddle me. Livy is partial to Boysenberry Finn, but I'm not sold. Ideas appreciated. Oh, Huckleberry Finn. Oh, isn't that Mark Twain's real name? Okay, yeah, I understand now.
When Joe gave it to me, I about flipped. I know I should turn it over to Lori, and I will, but it's just so darn cool.
I still don't see what the big deal is. I mean, it's not like it's from Mark Twain or anything. What?
See you soon.
Sounds good.
I mean, I'm with you right there, Joe. I didn't realize it was... Like, you don't hear the name Samuel Clemens very often unless you're like a literature fan, really. Oh, you're still here.
More questions?
You didn't go on Tino's expedition to Jake's mine?
Please. The man barely knows where his head is. If he's the one who finds that mine, I'll eat my laptop.
I should get going.
That would be nice.
You should probably put it through a blender first. I think it would make things easier. Also, you probably don't want to eat the battery, so don't take that part out first. Alright, well, first of all, I've been wanting to play this piano for so long. Actually, can we snoop in his stuff? Nancy, you're not gonna snoop in his stuff? Come on. I'm curious what program he's running right there. It looks like they took a screenshot of an actual program, but I don't recognize it. Okay, now... We start with C, right? Ha.
A spyglass. I'll bet it's the one I need for Jake's projector.
Thanks. Okay, we got that done. Now, a couple more things. We need to stop by Tino's room and get the amethyst. Can we snoop in his stuff?
Carbide. Just what I need to make that lamp I found work.
Are we not going to take any of it? Alright then. Now, do we have all the stones we need? Okay, we got... 1, 2, 3, 4... I think there were 6, right? Ooh, we might be getting close to the end. So I think I figured out how this works now. What was Eagle again? Hold on. Eagle is 2. Darn it. Haha. Ooh, I still need to go make rubbings of the stuff in Camille's crypt too.
More pipes. Why am I not surprised?
What are the pipes for? It's a mystery. This is the most inefficient pipe system I've ever seen.
There, that looks right.
Alright, we got that. What else do I need to do in the train? I guess we should go ahead and put the stones in the thing then. Okay, we have the pickaxe. Oh.
Oh no. What I need is some duct tape.
I don't think we have duct tape right now. Okay, well, we'll worry about that later.
I need a lamp. Okay, looks like that goes there. There's still water in it, which means it must be out of carbide. This goes here.
Okay, I'm guessing we're going to like shine a light through the spyglass onto the gems. Okay, Nancy. Eye of the tiger fixed on a star. Okay, that's the tiger's eye, I think. Zircon is in fingers that scar, which is the claw. Though I guess I should probably just pick one. It doesn't really matter. We'll go in order. Oh, that's a claw. Okay. Zircon is, I believe, this one. Okay, that's a fin. A hand from the deep. Is that this? Soft arm is ensnared. I think that's the tentacle. Yeah, okay. So I think this one's amethyst. I think we're going in order. Foul mouth. Yeah, we're going in order. This one's citrine. I thought that was topaz before, but nope, it's citrine. Okay, that's tentacle. Tourmaline. I mean, watermelon tourmaline looks delicious. Like watermelon candy. I love watermelon candy. Hoof of a mare. Foot of a mare. That's peridot. Okay.
Whoa, looks like I did something right.
Okay, yay! I did it! Good job, me. Oh, Lori's not here, is she? Oh, no, she is.
Yes?
Do you know if there's any duct tape around here?
Duct tape? Duct tape. Nope, afraid not. Sorry.
I hear Tino took you and John on a trek to Jake's mine.
Jake's mine, my eye. We went tramping through the snow, lugging all this equipment John insisted on bringing, and where do we end up? At this teeny tiny, half-rotten, tumble-down outhouse.
He led you to an outhouse?
Well, he said it was the opening to a mine shaft, but then John said if it was, shouldn't the hole be going into the mountain instead of just down? So they stood there arguing until Tino finally grabbed a shovel, went inside, and started digging. What he found was definitely not gold.
What did John say?
He called Tino a moron, and a whole lot of other things I'd rather not repeat.
We'll talk some more later.
As soon as you figure it out, let me know.
Alright, well.
I'm done with that. Haven't done that yet. Haven't done that yet. Check. Check. Finish that. Check. Finish that. I'm done with that. Haven't done that yet. Finish that. Check. Finish that. Finish that. Can't check that off yet. I'm done with that. Check. Finish that. Check. Finish that. Can't check that off yet.
Yeah, we still haven't opened that. Because we don't know what the numbers are. But we're making good progress. Okay, we need to ask people for duct tape, and we need to go back to Camille's crypt. So, am I right to assume they're all back now? Yeah.
What's going on?
So, how did your expedition to Jake's mine turn out?
Well, as you may or may not have heard, I didn't find the mine. But at least now I know where it isn't, which is just as good as knowing where it is. Sorta.
Process of elimination, I guess.
Do you by any chance have any duct tape?
Duct tape? Sure don't. But there was this one case I worked where duct tape came in real handy. See, I had just collared this...
I'm kind of in a hurry, Mr. Balducci.
Oh.
Maybe some other time.
Out of all the people, I would expect John to have some duct tape, just in case he needed to quickly fix any of his equipment. I don't think Charlena would have duct tape because she's a writer who writes on her laptop. Which seems to be in one piece, so I don't think she'd be duct taping it anytime soon.
What's up?
I hear Tino took you and Lori for a little hike today.
Don't remind me. Turns out Tino had no idea where he was going. Good thing for him, my fingers were frozen stiff. Otherwise, I would have strangled him.
Would you by any chance have any duct tape?
Got some right there in my gearbox. That's the good news. The bad news is, I can't open the box. It's an antique lockbox that I found in this abandoned monastery I scoped out on my show last year. You can open it with either the key, which I just discovered I forgot to bring with me, or the combination, which you're supposed to be able to figure out just by looking at the box. Fortunately, I didn't put anything critical in there. I've never tried to open it without the key, but if you want that duct tape, go ahead and give it a shot.
Thanks, I think I will.
If you get it open, the duct tape's all yours.
There's
Thanks.
an image on each of those buttons. They tell a story, maybe? I bet the animals should start from the left shore.
Oh, it's this kind of puzzle. I usually see the variation with the farmer, the fox, the hen, and the grain. So, we're starting right here. We're taking the cat across first, I think. Then we head back over there. And we grab the... Yeah, we grab the wolf. Then we leave the wolf there. Then we head back, grab the cat. We've got all three of them over here now. Hold on. I lost track of what I was doing. Yeah, no, that's wrong. Okay, we're starting here. Like, I'm assuming the cat eats the peacock, the wolf would eat the, cat, so we can't leave either of those two alone. Which means we have to take the cat. Okay. Now we go back for the wolf. We leave the wolf here and we take the cat again. Okay. Then we leave the cat here, we take the hen. Then we go over here, then we grab the cat, and there you go. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. My apologies. Though I wonder, if you aren't familiar with that puzzle, how do you know how to solve it? Like, I was lucky because I've seen that puzzle in several variations in different games and TV shows and stuff. Like, if you've never heard of it before, then that probably looks like a lot of nonsense.
There, good as new. Oh, sorta. Nothing happened. This contraption is obviously powered by something, but what?
Well, steam, if
Those
this is
look like steam pipes.
any indication. So I'm guessing we need to unlock one more pipe, which I'm thinking might be in the sleeping car, which we need the code for. Also, I need to grab some carbide.
Carbide, just what I need to make that lamp I found work.
How do I grab it though? Fill up the socket wrench with it. No? Okay. Yeah, that was a stupid idea anyway. Stick the taffy on it. Why do we still have the taffy? Oh, we did grab some. My apologies. I didn't realize that. Well, I don't think we can do anything else in that room right now anyway, so let's just go ahead and leave. Also, I still don't know what I should be suspecting people of. Ooh, will this give me the, I hope this gives me the numbers, actually. Eternity? Okay. I should probably write these down. Well, no, we're going to use the same sheet of paper on all of them, aren't we? So... I understand what we're going to do with this. It's another thing with the samplers, because the book mentioned like what each image represents. Yeah, definitely. So we're going to translate these into numbers using the sampler book. And that will probably be the code for the sleeping car, I guess?
Wisdom, charity, purity, eternity.
So is that the correct order? We're going counterclockwise starting from wisdom. Okay, wisdom is owl, which is 7. Though actually... Wisdom, charity, purity, eternity. Okay, that's the order she keeps saying them in. Charity is dove, which is number 9. Purity is... harp, which is number 3. Eternity is crown, number 6. 7936. Alright, let's go see if we can unlock that thing now. It was down here, right? Ah, eternity purity. I see. This is showing me the order, so it's 7963. I think.
And naturally, we have still more pipes.
This is how we get the steam flowing, though. Again, very inefficient pipe system.
That should do it.
Okay, that should be all of the... all of the pipes, so we should be able to activate the, machine now. No?
Those look like steam pipes.
Is there still one more somewhere?
Still have to do that. Finish that. Finish that. Finish that. Check. Can't check that off yet.
Okay, let's go ahead and put the carbide in the lamp. I don't think that's why it's not activating, but, you know, might as well go ahead and do that, since we're here.
There. It should work now.
Yeah, I didn't think that was the problem. Okay.
Finish that. Finish that. Finish that. Check. Finish that.
Okay. Why nothing happened when I pulled on the pickaxe?
Those look like steam pipes.
Indeed they do. Maybe there's no water in whatever it works with the steam. I don't know how it works.
Yes?
Bye.
Keep me posted.
But you need water to make steam, so unless somebody's been keeping the reservoir filled, then there may not be water.
What's going on?
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Helping people is what I'm all about.
Yeah, like, I don't even know how to begin guessing who the culprit is because I don't have anything to accuse them of.
Sup?
I won't keep you any longer.
Goodbye.
Like, if I have to pick somebody, it would be Tino because he's my least favorite. But that's just my own bias talking. Like, I have no reason to suspect him of anything, to be honest. I'm assuming that one of them is going to do something criminal once we find the mine.
More questions?
I should get going.
That would be nice.
Aside from Tino pulling the emergency brake, then nothing has really happened.
Hey, how's it going?
See you in a bit.
You know where to find us.
Engineer, this better be Miss Girard.
Well, actually...
Forget it.
Farewell. Oh. Oh.
Sounds like steam from the engine is moving through those pipes now.
There we go. No, don't turn it back off. I misclicked.
Sounds
Come on.
like steam from the engine is moving through those pipes now.
I totally forgot about that. I think I saw it in the first video and then I saw the warning and I was like, well, I'm not touching that, and then I just erased it from my mind. Okay, now it should activate. And I'm at that lovely point in the game where I don't know if I should stop now or keep going, because I don't know if we're about to reach the ending or not.
And we have liftoff. where Jake's mine is. Brimstone Canyon.
Don't you look all excited. What's up?
I think I know where Jake's mine is. Tell the engineer to head for a place in Nevada called Brimstone Canyon.
Way to go! I knew you could do it, Francie.
Not Francie, Nancy.
Here's the deal. When we get there, I'm going to make sure that you get to be the first one to check out the mine. I'll call everyone together in the dining car, and while we're in there, you slip off the train. Will 10 minutes be enough of a head start?
That'd be great.
Think of it as your reward. Of course, anything you find in the mine is, well, mine. So if I find out that you've taken something without telling me, let's just say things could get ugly.
That's a bit ominous. Also, what was that sci-fi nonsense back there? Like, how skilled an engineer was Jake? How did he build that?
Don't worry, you can trust me.
I have the feeling that thanks to you, we are about to discover something huge. Great job, Amy.
Thank you.
I guess my question is Lori really as ditzy as she seems, or is it all an act to make people underestimate her? Because, I mean, she's done a pretty good job getting us to find the mine, and I'm just gonna... You know, I'm gonna keep going till the end, I think. I think we have time for that.
Sounds like the train's leaving. Where's it going? Well, Frank and Joe will make sure it comes back for me. I hope.
Yeah, we're right at the end, I think. Don't hop on the tracks, Nancy. That's not a good idea.
Whoa!
Well, that's dangerous.
Oh, right. This is the entrance to Jake's mine. Whoa, what's going on here? Jake's color wheel seems to be pointing toward purple. Wow, glowing lizards. Cool. But weird.
Okay, I guess we go towards the purple ones then. And then the red ones. Then the yellow ones. Still yellow. Still yellow. Purple. Orange. Well, there's only the one lizard, so... Orange. Red. Red. Yellow. So I guess this way? Green, hello. Purple. Yellow.
Wonder what that's doing there.
So J for Jake.
Uh-oh. There's some kind of chamber on the other side of those poles. But if I move the wrong one, the ceiling will collapse. Jake was too meticulous not to have left a clue somewhere as to how you're supposed to move them. I wonder if it has something to do with that symbol I saw before. I've seen that symbol before. Nuts.
Well, it took long enough to get our first death. Maybe remove everything except that one?
Okay, so far so good. Nuts. Okay, so far so good. I think I made a boo-boo.
Oh, I see. It remembered which one I already pulled.
Okay, so far so good. Nuts.
I think there were probably more symbols along the way here, but I didn't see them.
Okay,
So
far so good. Uh-oh.
let's just rack up the death counter. Why not? The death scene is pretty short, so I'm not really.
Okay, so far so good. Nuts.
I'm just slowly crushing Nancy's bones to dust.
I think I made a boo-boo.
How high can we get the death counter in this one scene?
I think I made a boo-boo.
This is what I call lazy puzzle solving. Like, I could walk back and actually look for the symbols, but why do that when I can just do this?
I think I made a boo-boo.
It amuses me. I am amused. Have we hit double digits yet? I think we have.
Nuts. Uh-oh.
Come on, Nancy, you can squeeze between there.
Nuts. I should be able to get through there now.
Okay. That was... Oh, hello, somebody died. Is that Jake?
Jake Hurley, I presume?
Poor guy.
Camille. It figures he'd be carrying a picture of her. There's something underneath it.
Jake Hurley, CO Postmaster, Denver, Territory of Colorado.
Looks like a letter. April 14th, 1865.
My dear friend Jake. Believe me, Jake, my boy, I can think of nothing more pleasant than touring the West aboard your private train. But much as I would like to accept your invitation, the duties and responsibilities of my office forbid it. I cannot leave Washington till this terrible war is over and the states are united once more. Okay, so this is during the Civil War, right? I would scarcely leave my office at all these days were it not for...
Your humble friend, Abe.
Oh, Lincoln? Were it not for Mary. Yep, definitely Lincoln. Today, at her insistence, I'll be accompanying her to the Ford Theater to see a comedy called Our American Cousin. Have you seen it? Mary assures me they'll enjoy it, despite the fact that for some strange reason I've never felt at ease while in the theater. Perhaps tonight will be different. Write to me soon. Your missives never fail to boost my spirits. Your humble friend, Abe. Rest in peace.
Oh my gosh. This is from Abraham Lincoln. And April 14th is the day he was assassinated. This letter must be worth a fortune.
That's just what I thought,
Of course.
See, what I didn't tell you when I gave you that letter Jake wrote to Ruth is that I also found his diary, which is how I found out he'd gotten to be friends with President Lincoln, and that he'd gotten a letter from Abe that he knew would be so valuable someday that he always kept it on his person. Can I have it?
Sure.
Oh no, she's evil.
See, I knew if we could just find Jake's body, we'd find the letter. And you did it, Amy. You did it. I'm going to be famous. Good famous for once.
So you never really cared about finding Jake's mine?
Nah. I mean, it would have been nice if it was filled with gold and silver and stuff, but this is what I was really after.
And you followed me because you didn't trust me?
I trusted you to find it. I just didn't trust you to give it to me. And now that you have, you know, I'd really, really be famous if I could say I found this all by myself. But even if I got you to lie for me, how do I know you'd keep lying?
Darn it.
Oh my gosh. What if there was like this cave-in and we were trapped, but I was the only one who made it out?
Excuse me?
Oh my gosh! That way I could not only say that I found the letter, but that I tried to save you. Only you did something stupid, and it was all I could do to save myself. Oh my gosh! I'd make the national news for sure, and people would say I was smart and resourceful and courageous even.
Lori, you can't be serious. That's crazy.
You don't understand. People are finally going to respect me. I have to do this. Sorry.
Darn it, I liked you. How dare you?
Lori!
The opening's blocked. I'm trapped. It'll take forever to dig through those rocks. There's gotta be another way out of here. Maybe I could get out of here in this.
No, I clicked that way. Rude. There we go. It's nice that they clearly marked which paths lead to death. Instead of, you know, fixing the track so people don't die on it. No, run her over. Yes. Deserved.
Lori, are you all right?
Nancy, is everything okay?
It is now.
As soon as we discovered you and Lori weren't on the train, we jumped off and hightailed it back here.
What the heck's going on?
I'm sure Lori will be glad to tell you all about it.
Darn you, Natalie.
It's Nancy. Dear Hannah, some hostess Lori Girard turned out to be. When her father heard that she'd tried to seal me up in that mine, he canceled all her credit cards and said that from now on, Lori'll have to support herself. She has yet to stop crying. Tino Balducci told reporters that he knew what Lori was up to all along and said he let Frank, Joe, and me solve the case so we amateurs could enjoy his limelight. Joe was just about to belt him when a big argument broke out between John Gray and Charlena over whether John had really recorded Camille's ghost. She started calling him a crackpot, and then he started calling her a hack. Then, well, let's just say that soon the press was no longer interested in what Tino had to say. As for Jake Hurley, it turns out that his letter from Abe Lincoln is worth a small fortune. Pretty ironic, huh? Jake spent his whole life searching for gold, when all along he possessed something far more valuable. His uncanny knack for making friends. Love, Nancy.
The real gold was the friends we made along the way. Oh, we're good at dancing.
Have you ever been to Paris, France? Well, préparez-vous, because that's where my next mystery adventure takes place. I'm going to be the assistant to Minette, a famous fashion designer. I'll be working undercover to find out why she's been acting so peculiar lately, throwing tantrums, firing people. She's even started wearing a mask for no apparent reason. Her studio is in this spooky-looking centuries-old moulin. That's French for windmill. Of course, that doesn't have anything to do with her strange behavior. Or does it? Only one way to find out. Help me solve my next case. Danger by design. À la prochaine!
Cool. Well, I'm disappointed that it was Lori, but In that last conversation we had with her before we got to the mine, I did start getting a weird vibe from her. Like when she was like, oh, you better not steal anything or things will get ugly. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I understand why she's the culprit. I just don't like Tino because he's arrogant, without reason. Arrogance is a big character flaw for me. That's why I didn't like Richard Topham in the last game. Like, if someone is arrogant because they're genuinely good at something and they know they are, then that's okay, I guess, but if you're arrogant because you're trying to cover up the fact that you aren't good at things, then ugh. I'm glad that John was not the culprit though, because I really enjoyed him. He was a fun character. And I was pretty sure Charlena wouldn't do anything because she's a recurring character at this point. We've met her before. And I don't know if they'd have a character show up in another game just to become a culprit. It was cool hanging out with the Hardy Boys. It was nice that they actually were here to help us, instead of just being on the phone. I'm still holding out hope that one day we'll see Bess and George in person. Although I kind of doubt it. Anyway, next time is Danger by Design. We're getting very close to the point in the series where I have never seen any of the games. Like, I think it's Danger by Design, and then The Creature of Kapu Cove is the last... Kapu Cave, sorry. I always say Cove, I don't know why. That's the last one I watched my sister play, and I think that's actually the last one she played. And then after that is The White Wolf of Icicle Creek, which is the only one that I previously played before. So, I will be genuinely 100% blind after that point. So that's going to be fun. Well, that's some difficult to read text. I don't know why it's so pixely. I guess it's just the resolution. Like, I have the game full screen because there's no way to play it in windowed mode, but it was not designed for screens of this resolution, so I understand. Alright. So, this was a lot of fun. This one might actually be one of my favorites in the series so far. I really enjoyed it. I like the setting, I like the characters. I'm sad that Lori betrayed us, but, you know, it happens. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!